that will lead to so much fatigue over time. The big burnouts in moms happen when everything is always feeling out of control. It's giving septic tank vibes. I don't know if going blonder is the answer anymore. Good morning, you guys. It's Sabrina. Welcome back to my channel. Today, we are going to be doing a video, basically like a day in my life as a stay-at-home mom. But I'm going to show you guys the routine and the tips and the habits that I implement in my life to keep me from getting burnt out. If you guys are new here, I am basically a stay-at-home mom of 2 kids, and I create content that just surrounds vlogs and lifestyle. My goal is just to help moms become more productive and driven and enjoy their everyday life, because I definitely used to be the mom that waited and lived for the weekends, but now I truly enjoy every single day, and I want you to feel the same. If you see my wrist, if you watched my last vlog, you know I just have some issues with my wrist. I don't really know what's wrong with my wrist. It's just been hurting really bad for almost a week now, and so I just keep it in here to keep it from bending. But yeah, if you guys can just ignore that this whole video, that would be great. I consider myself to be pretty busy. I have a lot of things on my plate. I have several projects and side businesses and side hustles. I have experienced periods of burnout and just feeling so tired and not really knowing what to cut out of my life or to leave in my life. But I feel like now, even with my 2 very busy and active toddlers, I feel like I have more of a handle on my day and how I feel at the end of the day than I ever have before. But I do want to say a little quick caveat. If y'all are new moms, or you have babies, or you are pregnant, or you are postpartum, or whatever is going on, do not feel pressure to be super productive and busy. Just take care of your family the best way that you can. There are definitely those seasons of life where you have to slow down, and God wants you to just be more intentionally with your family and everything. But if you are like me and you have a lot of energy, maybe your kids are a little bit older. I have a 3-year-old and a 1-year-old, so they're not super old. Maybe these tips can help you. I have found that if I am getting in routine habits of burnout, that is something that I need to do better on. They're just habits I need to change. Hopefully this video can just help you find a way to be productive and busy and a go-getter without burning out. I think there's a time and a place for cutting things out when you need to, and I think there's also a time and a place to learn skills and habits that will help you maintain all of the activities and things you want to do while keeping your sanity, and then also, of course, taking care of your family. So I think that's primary. You gotta take care of your family. Okay guys, so I just came outside really quick because it's so beautiful and sunny and the birds are chirping, but I feel like I can't see now. My very first tip slash like habit, or whatever you want to call it, is to start with a slow, unrushed morning. So I actually wake up an hour before I leave my bedroom, and what I do, what's my habit, is I just lay in my bed and scroll my phone. I know this is controversial. Some people may be like, that's never how you should start the day. I do. That's how I start the day. I probably could throw in some verses in there instead of waiting to read my Bible later like I do. But honestly, when I wake up, I'm not in the mood to see people. I'm not in the mood to just jump out of bed and start my day. Like, I need to just relax and slowly wake up. I call it defrosting. My body naturally wakes me up anywhere from like 6:40 to 7, and I will just lay in bed and scroll on my phone, check social medias, and watch some of my favorite YouTubers. That way I get the social media out of my system for the rest of the day. I can concentrate on what I'm doing, and it also just starts me off with a very slow, unrushed morning. So I highly recommend that whatever you choose to do, if you choose to get out of bed immediately, that you just have a slow morning. If I leave my bedroom, my kids are going to wake up. Like, they just hear me. Our house is really small. It's not really a practical thing for me to wake up extra early because I know my kids are just going to hear me and wake up. So that's why I stay in my room. Anyways, also, you guys, just a side note, if you've been watching my last couple of vlogs, which I highly recommend that you do so you can keep up with what's going on, I did just add parsley to my outdoor garden. So this is loashed on right here. I have some basil, some cilantro, some parsley. Finished the entire little herb garden. This is all I plan to keep in here. Now, to update you guys on the fence, I feel like if you've been watching my videos, you're sick of hearing about my fence, but we officially finished the whole thing. So we painted it all black. Everything is done. We are officially finished with the fence, and I think it looks amazing. This is how you get out. Oops, wrong way. I think the black is just super classy. It's in well with our house because our garage door is black. Shutters in the front of our house are black. So we kind of just wanted to stick to a uniform color. I think it turned out really beautiful. Let's go. Ready? All right. So for my workout outfit, as usual, running shorts, cropped, high neck tank top, and basically this is what I love to wear running, especially just because I sweat a ton. So we are heading to the gym. I'm gonna do my cardio 12-3:30 on the treadmill. We're gonna put the kids in the childcare because my gym offers that. This is what leads me into my second habit and tip, which is to follow a rhythm, not a strict schedule. Of course, every single mom has their own preferences, so if a schedule works for you, that's great. But for me, just to keep from getting burnt out and feeling like I'm just stuck in a rat race, I like to just follow rhythms. So every day has a natural, similar pattern as the next, and just reliable routines that keep me from getting mentally tired. I feel like if you just kind of have an idea of what your day is going to be like and you kind of get into a rhythm with it, then you're not going to have to think about the next thing constantly. So for example, I know we try to make it to the gym in the morning after breakfast, then we come home and the kids play outside, or I go run errands, and then the kids have their nap in the middle of the day. That's when I get my work and projects done. Then we'll eat some dinner, then we'll go on a walk, and then there's bedtime. So there's just these natural rhythms that happen throughout our day. Of course, I'm very flexible, so if anything pops up during the week, I'll switch up the schedule, I'll switch up the routine, so we're not stuck in this strict regimen. This is what will keep you from getting mentally tired, because having to make decisions constantly on what to do next is what honestly makes moms very, very burnt out. No! It's turning on, but it's not wanting to start. Okay. Let's get some jumper cables. The car is currently charging. I am going to see if we can get it started. Maybe it's just a bad battery we need to replace in the car. I don't know. It's a pretty old car. Actually, no, it's not older than me, but it's almost. I just cleaned up the house while I was here. The kids are right outside, and I thought I would just share the next tip, which is don't try to do everything at once. When I list out all the things that I do, like YouTube, and I just started an Instagram, which by the way, go and check that out if you haven't already. I started an Instagram page, and I hope to be posting more content on there soon if you want to follow along a different side of my life. I have these little social media things that I'm running. I have writing projects. I like to do home renovations. I have a little side business that I do. I have some work I do for my brother, work I do for my dad. It sounds like a lot, but my big thing is that I don't do all that at once. Try to pick one big task for the day. For example, if you're meal prepping, pick one day to do that. If you need to run errands, pick one day to do that. If you have to go get groceries, pick a day. If you're doing a hangout with a friend, just pick a day. Basically, do not try to do multiple big tasks all at once. Especially with little kids, they have such limited patience. You really don't want to be stretching them thin. You don't want to stretch yourself thin. Sometimes we just want to get everything done in one day, reset the house in one day, go do the errands and the groceries and the hangout all in one day. That will lead to so much fatigue over time. So just pick a day every week. Monday is when I run my small side hustle business. Tuesdays are Costco runs. Wednesdays might be a hangout. I have always a general idea of what my week looks like. I don't actually write it down on a piece of paper, although that might be helpful for some of you, but I just know in my head, Mondays I do this, Tuesdays I do this, Wednesdays I do this. There's those everyday non-negotiable daily habits that I do, but then there's the bigger tasks that I split up throughout the week. I'm gonna try and start the car, see if it works. The car is charging. Let's see if the car will turn on. It's not turning on. Even with it charging, that is odd. Usually after it's charged for a little bit, it'll turn on, but looks like it's not doing that. So I'm in my parents' Jeep. I went to the gym today. It's just been a crazy day since I last checked in with y'all. Basically, my car never turned on. My brother picked me up. He brought me here. I took the kids with his car to Costco, came back to my parents, took their Jeep to the gym while the kids slept. It's been a whole day. Anyways, this next tip is to have built-in habits that give you mental and physical rest. So what I mean by this is just throughout your day, instead of just rushing, time blocking every single hour, trying to fill it up with productive things, make sure that you give give yourself time for rest and let this just happen naturally. What this looks like for me is going to the gym is my mental rest. I know that sounds kind of crazy because obviously I'm like physically moving, I'm not resting, but for me that's my time to like mentally relax because I put the kids in childcare and I just work out at the gym. Another example is that when my kids are playing outside, sometimes I'll just drop everything I'm doing and just go sit outside with them, talk with them, laugh with them, go on the trampoline with them. I don't spend my whole day playing with my kids and entertaining them because I do think it's important that they learn how to entertain themselves because obviously I have a life, I have things to do. But I just realized like there are so many times throughout your day when you can just pause for a second and be in the moment with your kids. Another example is putting my kids down for a nap together. That way I get to just focus on reading a book if I want to, relaxing on the couch, doing a project, whatever it is that I want to do, shower in peace, doing everything shower in peace in the middle of the day. Having these rhythms of rest naturally just built into my day help me not feel like I'm on the go frazzled constantly. I definitely do like to be busy. I like to do a lot and it may seem like, oh my goodness, she has so much going on in her day. There are so many moments of downtime and I try not to use that downtime to go on my phone. I try and use that downtime to read books. That's another thing. If you really struggle with scrolling on your phone and gravitating and reaching for it constantly, get yourself a Kindle or a book. My husband gifted me a Kindle and honestly, I think Kindles are super practical for parents just because it's small, it has a lot of books on it, it's easy to flip the pages, you don't have to worry about bookmarks, you don't have to worry about your kid getting a hold of it and ripping pages. So anyways, just have a book or something next to you ready for when you do have these downtimes of rest, or just sit in silence. Honestly, I've been kind of training myself to sit in silence, not listen to anything, not read anything, not do anything, because as a mom, we're always on the go, we're always doing something, we're always listening to kids. So it's a good thing to just learn how to turn off your mind and not do anything and just sit and watch your kids play or sit on a chair outside and watch them play. Another great way to do this is with walks. If you don't have an area nearby where you can walk, get in your car, maybe just drive a few neighborhoods down or find a nice quiet park and go on a walk. Don't plug in. Don't listen to anything, don't talk to anyone, just walk in silence because that mental cleaning that your brain does when you're in silence out in nature in the fresh air is gold. It's priceless. It's the best thing you can do. My kids are currently napping here at my mom's. I think I'm gonna go get some more editing done for YouTube because it's their nap time and they probably will wake up soon, so I don't anticipate having a ton of time. I did 3:30 at the gym and so I burned 300 calories. I'm dying, I'm sweating. It was a whole thing. Anyways. Coming to a close. I just made some dinner. As you saw, I just made my parents some nachos, something really simple and easy. So I just thought that I would give you guys my last tip. There's a million other little things that I could tell you guys that help me. It comes down to, and my last tip that I'm going to tell you guys is that self-discipline is key even when you are tired. If you want to have a life that is orderly, if you want to reach your goals, if you want to experience the good, obviously along with the bad, you have to learn self-control and self-discipline. I don't let mountains of dishes pile up in my sink. I don't let mounds of laundry pile up in the laundry because that overwhelms you and burns you out over time. Stay on top of it. Even when you're tired, keep up on the housework, keep up on the things that you told yourself you would keep on. Now, again, I know that there are moms there who have more than 2 kids. I only have 2 kids, okay? So I can't be speaking out here for everyone. I know there's moms who have 4 kids, 5 kids, moms who are postpartum, moms who are pregnant. There's a lot of different various stages that you could be in as a mom. So this is not me telling you guys like feel bad about where you're at or what you can and can't do. I'm just trying to encourage y'all, and hopefully that's how this comes across, is just an encouragement that self-discipline, even when you are tired, one of the most important keys to avoiding burnout. And I know that sounds crazy because you may be like, well, no, we need rest, we need a break, we need more rest for ourselves. Honestly, allowing things to pile up, whether that's a behavior issue in your kid or an actual physical mess in your house, this creates burnout because when you have to go deal with it, the issue and the problem is so much bigger than if you had just dealt with it immediately. I just stay on top of things. I don't let things get out of control. Obviously, sometimes a weekend comes up, a lot of activities, sometimes we're hosting, sometimes we're out of the house a lot. There's gonna be days that I really just don't physically feel well. And I do let myself have like more rest on those days. I don't go as hard. But even then, I try and clean up the kitchen and do little things here and there, not allow everything to get out of control, because the big burnouts in moms happens when everything is always feeling out of control. You never have a handle on the dishes, you never have a handle on the kids, you never have a handle on eating habits or the laundry or the floors. And so to get out of this constant fight or flight mode, this means that you're just gonna have to stay on top of things. And it might feel like you're cleaning all day, because for me, I definitely feel that way. I'm always wiping counters, I'm vacuuming 5 times a day. I'm not even kidding when I say that. In the long run, this is what helps me avoid burnout. It's just doing these little tasks over and over again immediately. That way they don't line up and just become a huge explosion. Please ignore the paint in my bathroom. My bathroom is actually butt ugly hideous. Like, I did this myself, so if you guys can see this, it's actually on my channel if you want to see the short. I tried to do, what do you call that? What is it called? It's a specific word. It's like, it's escaping my thought. I'm gonna put it on the screen. It's giving septic tank vibes. Like, it's just not it. Like, what is this light fixture I chose when we first moved here? Like, what in the world? I want to renovate this bathroom so bad, but until then, please ignore the wall. It's just, it is what it is. It is evening and I have a couple of updates that I want to close this video out with. Kids are to bed, just got out of the shower, and I'm gonna be using Vanicream on my face. This is what I like to, there's a fly in my bathroom. How in the world? My face is so dry right now, oh my goodness. Oh, I need moisture. So the whole day, I haven't had my car, okay? My brother picked me up. He took me to my parents. I used their car to get to Costco, their car to get to the gym, all the things. After work, my husband picked me up and he brought me home, okay? He was looking at the car to see what was wrong with the car. What was wrong with the car was that it was in reverse.
What did he say?
So this entire time, my car has never had an issue. I charged the battery and the battery charged and it was fine. And it was still not turning on. So I was like, what in the world is going on here? The car was in reverse. The car is not going to turn on if it's in reverse. But anyways, I have another hair appointment on Monday to lighten my roots and go even blonder. And I don't know if going blonder is the answer anymore. So the car works, nothing wrong with it. I mean, we've had some battery issues, so eventually we'll have to replace the battery at some point. I just needed to put the car in park before trying to turn it on. I hope you guys enjoyed this vlog. Hopefully you could be encouraged as well as entertained by how dumb I can be, that I didn't even notice it was in reverse. Anyways, if you want to see more content like this, then stick around and subscribe. Check out my Instagram page, which I just opened, and I will see you guys in the next one.